Good morning. It was 8:39 a.m. on April 5th, 2021. Today there is an anniversary on a letter I sent to Senator Cruz and Senator Cornyn concerning a fraudulent contract with an organization that identified itself as IBG Global Software. I sent them the letter because it had come to my attention that through a misdesignation of a concept or a nomenclature of president as being the only person who was entitled to negotiate contracts, and in the course of accepting my revisions to the contract, and then later engaging in not only completely unsafe behavior, but in activities that I had already previously alerted them would let me know that they were in breach of contract, that they still intended to hold me to the terms of that contract. Now, I sent this to them 3 years ago today, to the two senators. I never received any word back from them. But what happened is in July of 2019, the same company again tried to send me another solicitation for services. And this let me know that they had not done what they were required to do, which was to disengage me and anything about me or my life from anything they expected in terms of the execution of whatever it was they negotiated with my identity in the stead of what they told me they were going to give to me. The original contract was negotiated on September 6th of 2016. Per the terms of the contract, there was a specific 2-year term and then there was another 5-year term. The 5-year term said that there would not be an effort to try to engage in a sort of competitive endeavor involving anybody with whom they were in network with. At the time, they identified themselves as being in network with, among others, the United States Navy. And it is for this reason that they gave alleged cyber, or rather mobile app development training, that the egregious breaches of very, very basic cyber protocols that they were engaging with as part of the curriculum, and the completely disrespectful and sabotatory manner in which the alleged instructors regarded any queries, as well as the fact that they refused to uh, compel or rather require those who were identified as members of the class to actually identify themselves despite the fact that was listed as a requirement up front. Let me know that they not only engaged me through deceit and fraud with ill intent, but that they had every endeavor to try to engage in acts of overt sabotage. One of the many things that they advertised that they were involved with on their websites was that they were providing English language services for companies around the world. And they had websites that identified them by name as being someone with whom that particular company worked. But what happened was very shortly after I started, and right around the time I disengaged the process that was ongoing, they would appear as if they were providing services through a website. And that website would be in English, but would have strategic typos. These were not accidents, these were not editing errors. These were strategically engaged typos, and among other things, it made it appear as if their the people who spoke foreign language as a first language, were providing English information in English that was substandard and that made it look like there was a deficiency in their capacity to engage in English. But further examination showed that those companies they claimed to be representing actually had their own English language websites, or rather would have their websites in the language that was the first language of that company. And the English language aspect of the particular website, not the website that was provided by a third party, actually did have English translation that was completely adequate, if not very high quality. So the question became one of, are they setting up shell accounts on these companies using digital portals with fake websites in order to launder money or assets and then to disparage or defame the company by representing them as people that did not have adequate command of English as a start? Now, today is 3 years since I contacted both the senators from Texas. We see where they're at. We also see that they've refused to provide any sort of response to this. This company at the time alleged to be headquartered in North Carolina. I have also contacted both the senators from North Carolina about this company specifically. To this day, I've received no word. Today's the anniversary of that specific communication. 3 years. And right now, again, the head of state in the Ukraine is in a country in the Middle East that was alleged to be a network with that very organization, brokering another deal. I apologize, Mr. Zelensky. It apparently is not your actual identity that you are engaging those contracts with. I'm sorry, are they supposed to be treaties? Are they supposed to be arms deals? Are they oil deals? Did you inspect the facilities yourself in situ? This is unacceptable. If you agree to co-conspire with a charlatan masquerading himself as qualified to be president of my country so that you can launder things from people in my country in order to hook up fraudulent deals with people in other countries, you need to be warned today. This is the third time that the Ukraine specifically has been co-conspiring with people that engaged in acts of terrorism in my country and somehow were able to infiltrate the offices of the government of the United States in such a manner that not one person in going on 5 years has responded to me directly. Actually, more than 5 years. This is completely unacceptable. So I am letting you know today that one of the major things you need to understand is that this specific company represented itself as being a promoter of an alleged Arab health summit in the state of Florida, involving state officials from the state of Florida for the fall of 2017. What happened in the state of Florida in the fall of 2017? You will not get away with this.